Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4, the final episode in our long-running Stellaris Multiplayer 12-player narrative campaign. Now, I'm guessing most of you have probably checked out episodes 1 to 3, but in the off chance that you're a new subscriber and that you haven't, just want to briefly explain what this is. This is a monthly game session that we do over on twitch.tv/republicofplay, and if you're a patron or a Twitch subscriber, you get priority to join these games as well. They're organized through my Discord, so go check it out. It'll be all in the description if you want to go find out about it. Essentially, what we did here was we had 12 players playing unique empires that I wrote, gave them some interesting kind of backstories, put them in different places in the galaxy, and then we pitted them against each other, and we sat back in observer mode and just watched it play out. The players who took over the empires didn't know who they'd be playing as until minutes before they did. And as well as that, we also gave them objectives to kind of incentivize them to go do certain things, do interesting things for us to watch, and also attack or defend or help out other players. It was awesome. We had a bit of a rocky start with some desyncs and things like that, but once the game got going, it was truly, honestly, probably the best way to at least watch Stellaris. I don't know about play it, but at least watch it and watching it back, it was awesome. So yeah, this is the final episode. The stream does come to an end at the end of this one. It's a shame the game doesn't quite come to an end. You know, it'd be nice to be able to go all the way and just continue to an endgame crisis and stuff like that, but we don't typically have the time. With your support over on Patreon and things like that, we can dedicate more time to it, maybe organize bigger sessions and get more people involved. So yeah, if you'd like to see more like these, please do leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and let me know that you want to see more, and maybe give me your ideas for your own empires as well that we could include next time. 20 displays psionic potential. That will be either the Quenti League or the Quenti Alliance. Probably the Alliance. I'm going to turn off Union's map mode for a minute. So we know what just happened was that the Void Guardians have formed their own federation with the Protectors of Nar. We'll check in the situation log. What does that mean for the score right now? It means that the Exchange has lost a significant portion of their score from having their subject empires. And they are now almost on par with the United Kundian Nation. And based on them having a little bit of extra score at the start of the game, they might well indeed be behind the Kundian Nation when we add it all up at the end. So Kundian Nation, that's Frandoka here on the right, and the Exchange on the left, 800 points in it. A Striker on the left, 800 points in it for them. 8,000 gap then to get into third place. Now, the Free People of Mother, they could federate up and join the Protectors of Nar and the Void Guardians if they wanted to, and maybe have a three-way challenge of the galaxy, you know, one federation versus an empire of vassals versus another empire of vassals. So kind of all to play for the big boys, I still think, at least the top three. They are 8,000 points behind, but if they form that alliance, they'll definitely boost themselves up. They would give themselves, I reckon, about 3,000 or 4,000 points. Put them up to about 14,000. Then if they were able to win a war, they could definitely challenge it. Oh, Adorbs. Dan has been Adorbs again. I know. The Workers' Republic would like to ask why they can't build cruisers, even though they've just researched them. Well, let's check it out if he's actually researched what he thinks he has. Alright, so we'll click into Dan. We'll just go like this. We'll check his ship designers. So he doesn't have it researched. It doesn't look like he has it researched. He might think he has researched it, but he hasn't finished his research yet. Anyway, a player made War in Heaven. Yeah, that's kind of what it's adding up to at the moment. So, like I said, we've got, well, maybe not. If the Free People don't actually end up federating with the Void Guardians and the Protectors of Nar, then nothing will happen. If they do, then they'll have a huge power block. I'm just waiting for someone to flinch. There's not too much to look at or talk about until someone breaks their alliance. Now, let's have a look at maybe the Selanadra's objectives and see what do they plan on doing if they want to follow it. Okay, so let's check out their objectives. So, vassalize and annex a player with at least 2 planets. So they need to get their own vassal. That means they can't be a vassal if they ever want to finish their main objective. Declare independence before the year 2325. And stay independent till the end of the game. And then occupy Valdoon. Now, Valdoon is the system that they've been warring over since the very start of the game. They've had claims on it since the first 10 years, and they've never taken it. They're a warlike species. All they need to do to fulfill their goals is just take a goddamn system that starts 2 systems away from them. So that's all they need to do. So if they are to follow that kind of thing, that means breaking away from the Exchange, waging a war on the Free People of Mother, and somehow vassalizing someone. It's going to be a very tough one for them to do, but if they're opportunistic enough and the galaxy falls a certain way, they could maybe do it, but pretty unlikely. We'll see if they manage to, if they think about it or not, or if they're just going to stay in the pocket of the exchange. Obviously, they are bordering the biggest player in the game, and if they break away in a war, that's not going to be good for them. But maybe they could get away somehow. Today's rule, so the rule previously was no federations or alliances in the top 4, but that was for day 2. So day 1 was no federations, you're not allowed to federate. Day 2 was you can only federate if you're outside of the top 4 players. Today's rule is you can federate if you're outside of the top 2. And that was the goal pretty much the whole time. We'd stated that before, that they will change every day and get more restrictive or less lenient. The less lenient one is you can now, on day 3, you can ally and do whatever you want with anybody who is your opposing ethics. The ethics don't play into it now on day 3, so you're free to go with other people if you want. So it's lightened up on that front a little bit, and it's lightened up on the Federation front as well, because now the big players have all kind of grown and gotten to a considerable size where we need to free up the galaxy to allow them to fight against it. And then we saw as well that I think the Khandian nation had decided to turn a world into an ecumenopolis. I don't know if it had completed just yet. So they had the arcology project, which is just about to finish here, actually. Man, we just caught it in time to watch it kind of terraform. Well, I thought it would look a bit cooler than that, but okay, there you go. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to do the little VFX thing, but maybe we didn't catch it like quite in time. Well, there you go. So Bastion is now turned into an ecumenopolis world. Brand really needs to get a governor going on these places. So now he's free to build kind of forge worlds, industrial archaeologists. Yeah, foundries, that's it. So create lots of foundries, start raking in the alloys. Be interesting to see. So he can produce 162 alloys. Let's see what his arch enemy can produce. 287. Damn, cannot beat the Capital Trade Center. If you have a look at what their worlds are doing, they don't look like... Oh, they do. They have one arcology project or one ecumenopolis down here, and they are starting to build foundries on them. I wonder what their Citadel, their ring world is doing. Ring worlds operate a little bit differently as well. They don't have 4 districts. They only have 3. So they have the possibility of 46 city districts, generators for all the energy needs, and agriculture. They also have a goal to get over 700 trade, which they have done. They're at 766. They've easily smashed that. Although I do believe the Khandian remnants or Khandian nation has a goal to destroy one of the trade planets. And if they did that, they might take the score away. So even if, that's a really interesting thing, even if the Khandian nation goes to war with the exchange and doesn't win, but if they somehow took a planet or destroyed a planet, they might cut the trade so badly that the objectives, the post-game objectives that we have, would undercut their score and allow the Khandians to win. That's the situation. Nar off on their own, independent. So are the Void Guardians. There's lots of still empty space out here, and the Void Guardians have to go attack the Dimensional Horror. There's also a, if I can remember, I think out here. Yeah, there's a enigmatic fortress out here. I don't know if anyone's done anything with it or talked to it, but it is out there. People to find and mess with. Next to consciousness. Getting trade is very easy if you know how to do it. Yeah, just for reference, he was on 500 trade income before this, so I set him a goal of getting to 700. Didn't really know how long that would take him. He's managed to smash it. Now, if he falls below 700, then it's anyone's game, but, you know. I wonder, has he started building up the next part of the ring world? No, it looks like he's just going with the one part of it. At least for now. Probably saving the alloys for actual fleets and things, I would imagine. He has the ability to build megastructures. Maybe it was just so he could repair the... Oh. Void Guardians have gathered all the insights necessary to unlock the L-Gate network. Once they have researched the L-Gate technology and finished a special project to open the L-Gates within their borders, they will have access to the L-Cluster. So that's the Void. They're up here. They have the L-Gates here. The only other L gate, I think, in the galaxy is here, and that is in the Selenadra territory. So I'm just going to get rid of that for a second so we can see. So Selenadra territory has an L gate inside it. The Void have got all the L gates they need to progress to the next stage and open it up and see what happens. There are 4 things that can happen if you open, I recall. Oh, really? There are 3 or 4 outcomes. Wow, yeah, I don't know why I didn't know that. I've opened them twice, and I've only opened them twice, which I guess isn't that much, but both times the same thing happened. Oh, no! I did see once that in our last multiplayer game, they were opened and nothing happened. They just went through and it was just empty. So that is a different outcome. But yeah, I guess I didn't see the other 2. We'll have to see what happens. Ships. The consciousness have begun the process of converting Belazir 2 to a world only for machines. It'll soon be encased in a networking process. Yolta 3 will also soon join the machine network. So they're making AI worlds, machine worlds. Let's have a look at their terraforming. So yeah, they're beginning 2 terraforming projects to turn Belazir and Yolta into machine worlds. It's going to take quite a while. Not going to be done for 7,000 days. So do not expect that anytime soon. Is he studying the actual L-Gate itself? I'm pretty sure you do it in the situation log. He has a bunch of stuff just staring at it. And he's got his ally with him, the Protectors of Nar. So they seem to be coordinating on this. To go through or to open it or whatever. That's pretty cool. I like to see them coordinating. That's nice. Alright. It's 100% pop-up rate. So he must be waiting to finish his own tech before he chooses to get it. I don't know why. And then it's obviously going to take time to get it. So he could just change right now. But for some reason, he's getting energy weapon attack speed. Pretty generic. I'm not sure what he's waiting for there. His fleet is also way over his capacity. They're looking at about 150 versus 110 or 120 in terms of fleet K strength. Direct strength. So it's definitely in the exchange's favor if they were all to combine and be together. If not, maybe not. The exchange's fleet is probably worth even more, though, in terms of its technology. Kirby Rick, under the consciousness, says, at this time, the process of adding Adrenal 3 to the neural network has begun. Oh, wow, so 3 machine worlds for Kirby Rick, but it takes 7,000 days. Their objectives, their overall objective was to destroy or vassalize a corporate empire. There's only one corporate empire in the game, and there's no way that Dan will ever do that. I gave them tons of space to expand, so it was just in the off chance that these guys kind of get not as big as I would have thought, because they started next to 2 species that kind of almost opposed them ethically. But turns out he was strong enough to actually get one of them at least as a vassal. So he's not going to be able to do that first objective. But the other one is begin a revolution. Wage war on the exchange. So I've told him he can do that at a very opportunistic time. Obviously don't do it right at the end of the game though, because that doesn't count. But he should probably do it before the year 2325, I think I told him, is what most people have to do these things by if they want to be eligible to get them. So I said, Dan was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I was like, hey, look, you're free to do it if you want. You don't have to. It's just if you wanted that bonus score so you don't come last, maybe. And as well, if you just pick your moment, you know, if you pick your right moment, maybe that would be the perfect time to wage independence war, and the exchange just might let you go. 3 planets with too few housing. Yeah. Oh my god. He's got... I'm blocking it a bit. He's got 31% happiness on one of the planets. 71% crime. 38% stability. This is a planet he just colonized. He didn't even... He's just built all foundries. And he's got loads... Look at this. Oh my god, that makes me so sick. It's so badly managed. He's got criminals and man, communism, it didn't work out. It did not work out. The shared burdens did not work out. Very much communist. We'll just build factories. Have no leaders in place because there's no power hierarchy. Everyone is just a flat structure. Well, we do have rulers, I guess, but they're not really doing their job, are they? And then we just have criminals infecting place, no amenities for anyone. People are unhappy. They got nothing to do with their lives. There's not enough houses for people. Fuck that. That was just one world. What about the others? This one, not so bad. No crime on the second world on Scat. What a name. Scat premise. And Cetra. Cetra rocking some good old tile blockers there. Nothing in the build queues. What is he thinking? I know he's a new player, but he knows how to play strategy games. And he's built things before. So what is he doing right now, right? What is he like focusing on? I would love to see his screen. What is Dan doing? He's got all he'd ever need to build anything on any of these planets. He could spend this obviously he might not know about, but he could spend the food to grow. He has every potential for every edict right now. Every edict to toggle all at once. Maybe he's having dinner. Maybe he's having a siesta, I think. For those who don't know, Daniel is Spanish. He still hasn't killed the aliens. No, I gave him the one little PvE objective of like take Ranxian and take Bickhole. But he's never built up to the point where he can do it. What do they got? About 7,000 in here, I think. I want to just see something happen. So come on, Dan. Get your fleet out of your ass and go in there. He's got a 10k fleet strength, right? He could probably do it. Oh my god, war declared. Uh-oh. Federation war. Okay, enough messing with that. 20 Alliance completes the Colossus project. Sorry, I want to just put on some war music. Assembling the fleet. See what's happening up here? It might be a quick attack over here. Wars for Conquer. So we've basically got the Exchange, the Selenadra, the Workers' Republic, and the Quenti League all fighting the Kandian Nation, the Quenti Alliance, Consciousness, and the Divine Mandate. And the attackers are the Exchange. Exchange has about a 70, 80, 90, 100, 110,000 when all said and done in this area. Always getting some thick fleets together. It's got the allies together. And they're currently bombing that planet. Meanwhile, over here in the Quenti Alliance territory, we're looking at about with the base, you're looking at about 90,000, right? Something like that. So probably couldn't hold out, to be honest, unless the debuffs on the base are significant enough. I don't think they are. Although they might be. They're actually just about to finish an ion cannon on their defenses as well. Wars waged to seize claimed enemy territory. But what's claimed? I'm not seeing any... Oh, I need to click diplomacy, don't I? Not necessarily seeing claimed systems. Let me know if I'm looking at something wrong, perhaps. There's also the war going on out here. And it looks like the Quenti League is pushing in against the Alliance, hoping to maybe retake their planets. Now, of course, the Alliance could, maybe if they want to abandon their home really quickly, could come through the wormhole. But they are still... Wait, where the hell are they? Oh, they're over here. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it looks like they're retreating. They're falling back. They're falling back. I really don't want to miss anything. It's going to be hard to keep up on this because there's so much going on. But it is a 4v4. 4 players versus 4 players. Alright, he's going into Thabit. So he abandoned his defenses here. Or got outplayed or whatever. He didn't manage to get there. He's just trying to go warp in now though. But it might be too late. He's there, but I think this is too late. Oh, I think this is too late. But maybe not. Maybe not. But I think it is. Because this base is almost down already by the time they're just engaging. They have a Titan ship though. The Alliance are not faring well in this. This base still remains up though right now. Not anymore. Base is down. Are those focused arc emitters? Can't see. A little bit too microwave to actually check exactly what ships are using what. It looked like it though. Kind of, or like... Well, I don't know. The only thing I spotted for sure is the big Titan ship here. Firing its massive ion cannon thing. Yeah, they're not They're not surviving this. Might be GG. Well, it's only the Alliance that are here. I don't think Frandoka's ships are here. If he could have got here somehow through a wormhole, maybe things might have been different. Essentially, we're left with about a 60, 70, 78k, 80k fleet from the exchange still surviving. And the Quenti Alliance have lost their 50k and gone down to 15k. So that is a defeat. Embrace Eaton is tanking. The Free People gives 10 years to the Kundian to stop any sort of slavery. Oh wow, so the Free People of Mother are issuing an ultimatum to the United Kundian nation saying you must stop slavery. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Their war exhaustion. I was thinking just because it was green from their, I would have thought green for them, but yeah. Makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, red for them because it's bad. Makes sense. So they took 10.9% war exhaustion. They gave out 18% war exhaustion. That's quite a lot to give. It says gave 18, but the total war is only at 17. So I don't know exactly how that works, but there you go. But yeah, they lost pretty badly. It'd be cool if you could check the report by clicking it and see how the exact breakdown of the battle went. If we were to look at their ships, I know people wanted to see maybe exactly what they were using. So we have ships here, battleships. Yeah, we're looking. So it's Tachyon Lance actually, not the Archimeter. Tachyon Lances. I'll just get rid of the declarations for a second. And then full of neutrons. No other battleships have survived. It's hard to say how many were killed. The Selenadra have some ships here. The Selenadra were using smaller ships. No battleships at least remain. And they have cruisers. There is a segment of battleships here though. All doing the same thing. And then battleships and corvettes. So I guess corvettes protecting the battleships in a way from other corvettes. Look at that battleship with no hull and armor. Does it not? Oh yeah. You're right. Wow, well spotted. They're just out of, yeah, exactly. All they have left is shields. How do they have no hull? I thought you lose if you have no hull. It must have just basically nothing. Oh yeah, it has 82 hull points. Holy crap, 82? Wow. One more missile and it'd be gone. Just trying to get an idea of what's what, and then I'll turn on the hyperlanes again. So the Kundians are attacking the Quenti Alliance. They're taking territory from them. No, the Quenti League even, sorry. Yeah. It looks like they're falling back now. Protectors of Nar are still not in the fight. Question remains whether these guys are going to come through or not. There is a consciousness friendly fleet. So we're in the perspective of... We should just choose a perspective and stick with it. So we'll stick with the Frandoka as like the good, okay? Because he's the defender, right? So stick with this kind of general perspective, and then we can still see things. We won't be flipping colors too much. So we can see the Consciousness have a 20k fleet there. The Divine Mandate have a 20k fleet. These guys are going to come to their aid. But they're kind of trapped really up here. I would almost want to go through that wormhole and fight on one front, because I almost feel like it's pointless to fight up here. You're dealing with 100k down here, basically. Okay, that's 70. You're dealing with 70k fleet. 40k is not going to be able to deal with that. You'd have to be extremely coordinated. Or maybe the 40k with one of these bastions, although they're not that big. The Citadels even. They're not that big. This one's a decent size. You're still not going to keep up with it. And if we go through the wormhole out of Maturb, we can then see that the enemy, the Quenti League, have about a 20k fleet down here, and Frandoka is bringing his 35k down south. And then we've also got more allies. So there's a lot more. It's working out in their favor on the right-hand side, but they're losing pretty badly in the north on the left. But yeah. All right, looks like we might have a battle coming up here. We've got 20k, 14 plus 7, and then we've got 13 plus 7. So really even fight. Or they could wait for Frandoka just to catch up and help go in. We're looking at 57 corvettes, and then just like an added force of 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 7 corvettes. And they are using as well Tachyon Lances with neutron launchers. Seems to be the meta. They can be when looking at the wider picture. So the Kundian Nation are in the system of the neck. This is pretty close to the Divine Mandate, I think. I think this is Selenadra. Yeah, it is Selenadra territory. Sorry, I'll have to get rid of that if we're looking at combat. Should be no problem. 94 Corvettes, though. Just pure Corvette cheese. I'd love to see it. Repping these small gauze cannons with plasma. And then level 5 shields and armor. So yeah, that's the neck. That's Selenadra. So Frandoka has a fleet through there. Quite interesting. Not sure how he got over there. Maybe came through the wormhole here, actually. Yeah, probably went through here. Went up and around. And he's taking some systems now. So if we have a look at the overall picture, the defenders are actually suffering far less war exhaustion, right? Yeah. Than the attackers. But the attackers probably have the overall fleet strength. The free people, oh my god, have 100k fleet strength at this point. Oh shit, let's see, did the battle take place down here yet? No, it still hasn't taken place down here. We're looking at, again, like I said, about a 23k fleet now versus 22. Pretty close. They are not looking to commit to that. So that is the Quenti Alliance pulling away from the Quenti League. Man, I love to see it. The Civil War still continues within a larger war. So cool. Oh, that's the game, I guess. Oh, shit. I actually just hit pause to pause it. Got a battle. Frandoka engages the Quenti League, but I guess with a much smaller fleet. I can't really see it, but he has lost this battle. He only had his corvettes against corvettes and some cruisers and some destroyers and corvettes, so looks like he wasn't able to keep up with it. I don't know what's happened, but Kirby Rick went out of sync. All right, we'll have to pause it. All right, so we got Kirby Rick back in. We'll go down to normal speed just while he syncs back up and everyone else syncs up. Let's continue looking at that battle. It looks like reinforcements are here to save the day, as Frandoka's fleet is about to get wiped, and it just got wiped. And here's the Quenti Alliance coming in to deal the final blow to the Quenti League while they're busy and taking damage from Frandoka's first fleet. Civil war between the two. Look at these guys. These used to be brothers. Now look at them. Fighting to the bitter end in the name of some other empire. They've almost put aside, forgotten what they originally fought for. And the League retreat. The Alliance survive. Almost unfazed by that battle. And the war exhaustion slips ever in favor for the defenders. This is awesome. So it looks like the 100k fleets, or combined force, is above the capital world of the Alliance. And the Alliance, remember, just won that battle against the League. But their homeworld is now being bombed heavily.
War declared.
A new war is being declared. Oh my god, this could be huge. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry, I got it wrong. The free people of Mother are guaranteeing. They're actually on the side of the exchange. And the Protectors of Nar and the Void Guardians have joined the war, basically, against the exchange and their satrapies. They only seek to humiliate. So the Protectors of Nar are the ones that have waged this.
Situation log updated.
They want to impose ideology. And the humiliate is the, the counter response to that, I guess. I'm having a hard time. I know what's going on now, but I'm having a hard time going to track all of this. Almost everybody is at war. I think they all are. Everyone's at war. Absolutely everybody. So now we've got a situation where the Protectors of Nar and their ally, the Void, are at the Cybrex Alpha, and they are bombing the Citadel. What the hell was that? It's just a little ship that just deployed itself. What the hell? Scout fleet. So yeah, they're bombing the Citadel. And meanwhile, obviously the Exchange are busy and are off fighting the main war. So everyone's kind of piled onto the Exchange. However, the Exchange still have 118k fleet strength. They don't really have much back at home. They've got a 20k fleet back at home, which is now being attacked by Frandoka, who has a fleet in the Exchange territory. It looks like he's using warp drives to get around, or jump drives to get around. Man, this is so hard to follow, and we're only on normal speed. I don't know if I should even bother turning it up, because there's a lot going on for everybody right now. Looks like Frandoka hopped here, and he's now fighting. Oh my god, is that a good move? I don't think that was a good move. So he jumped back into the Exchange's homeworld, and he's attempting to destroy their starbase. Obviously, if he did that, he would cut off a huge amount of trade. Trade has gone from 700 down to 200 for the Exchange. But they have defended their home. Frandoka has got out of there. Interesting tactic, though. Tried a quick jump. Came through a gateway, probably. Or he managed to just do a full jump. The Father has opened our eyes to the great beyond. The shroud has been opened, and we are now conducting further research into this holy space. Damn, so the Divine Mandate has actually contacted the Shroud. And the Divine Mandate are in this war as well, by the way. But they did not have a fleet last time we checked. Have they actually fleet? Yeah, they've got a fleet now. 26k. How's the war up here going? So I'm going to stick with Frandoka's perspective for now. He was the defender in the first war. Holy shit.
The consciousness embraces the Republic of Play. P.S. Watch the other.
Whether you knew it or not, anyone that drops $100 in one go ever becomes an esteemed senator of the Republic. Essentially, you're a senator for life. If there's anything you guys want me to see or I'm not showing you, let me know. Right, the Exchange are still building up quite nicely. Frandoka, after his daring attack into the Exchange's territory, seems to be being pushed back for now. He's rebuilding back home. The Quenti League have kind of reorganized their fleets, and it looks like they're taking back some of their systems that Frandoka initially took from them. If we were to check the war exhaustion, in the first war between the Exchange and the Kandian refugees, where the Exchange was the attackers, balance of power is now 47%. Well, not balance of power. The war exhaustion bar is now 47% to 42%. And that's the level of occupation against the other players. So they have 7% versus 4%. If we were to check the other war, the Defenders, which are the Exchange, which have been attacked by the Protectors of Nar and the Void Guardians, are easily winning. There must have been a battle somewhere that I haven't caught, because there's a huge amount of war exhaustion that... Okay, that war has just ended. So it seems like Protectors of Nar. So that did not last very long. So basically what happened was Protectors of Nar, this guy and the Void Guardians launched an attack into the Exchange, seemed to lose a big battle. I didn't get to see it. And then now they've just gotten peace. Now the Exchange are back to focusing on their original war, which is against Frandoka. So they seem to be able to keep everyone at bay, despite that 2 wars. I don't know why the Protectors of Nar actually gave in, though. I'm a bit disappointed to see that. Let's check. Government. They are humiliated. They took the humiliation. Publicly humiliated by another empire. Monthly influence minus 33% and happiness minus 10%. So that's interesting. So the Protectors of Nar and the Void, they launched a big attack and they just totally failed. They didn't take out the Workers' Republic. They didn't beat back the Exchange. They lost both their main fleets. Bit of a failure, but they didn't... I don't think they lost anything. They just got humiliated, so they didn't lose anything. They came in trying to come to the aid of the bigger fight that was at play, but wasn't to be. But well done, Dan. I mean, Dan is... I mean, we joke and laugh about him, but he's won 2 of his wars. He's gained the system. He's never lost the system, apart from through trade. He traded one away once. So, you know, for his first game, he's doing all right. He does have a secret goal to declare independence, though. So does he have the balls to do it? We'll have to find out. Let's have a look at what I gave the objectives for them today. Migration pacts. Oh, you would love it, Bitmark. There's free love all over the place over there. There's all these half-breeds of species. No pure bloodline or anything. It's all just a mess. So let's have a look. Free people of Mother. So their objective... Where's this battle? It's just taking out a star base. Their objective, to free people of Mother, was to not become a vassal. Keep your freedom. Now remember, at the start of this, they only had like a 20k fleet or something like that. They weren't that big. They've really like grown in this one playthrough a huge amount. And I think because they got that Xeno compatibility, they've just started colonizing like tons of worlds and growing tons of pops. They've really become big. Because at the end, everyone was saying like, oh, people are going to fight to vassalize this guy. You know, he's on his own. He's going to be like this. He's going to be gobbled up. He's really standing on his own. And then his other goal is to free another nation from their master. So he could choose to do that against Frandoka. Life isn't fair, and it's a narrative game, not a balanced one, necessarily. So people might just all pile on those guys, and the corporate dominion could rule the galaxy. There's a ton of fleets up here, though. These are all enemy fleets for the exchange, but they're all kind of small. 15,000, 8,000, 27,000. Again, that 100k kind of stack that's roaming around, it's pushed in at Edemanar. So it's pushing into the Divine Mandate's territories and kind of blowing through their citadels. These guys have contacted the Shroud, by the way. I don't know what their options are, what they've been doing with them, though. Boon of the Shroud. They got Boon of the Shroud. Ship's weapon damage 20%. Mustering psionic strength. The Conclave of Telepaths is still in the process of recovering from their last expedition into the Shroud. So 700 days, they get to get another boon. The Quenti Alliance have reclaimed their capital from the Evil Exchange. Congratulations to them. So they've actually, yes, they've managed to retake their planet, and the devastation is pretty high. Hopefully they can bring that up. So they should be doing a little bit better now that they've pushed them back. The war exhaustion, pretty even, 52 to 54%. So the exchange said, we do not take kindly to our friends stabbing us in the back. That's true. They just got suddenly stabbed in the back by the protectors of Nar. If the exchange had released the Nar immediately, maybe the bloodshed could have been avoided. The exchange said, are you serious? These claims are unjust. Those claims. We gave in to your demands. Your treachery disgusts me. How dare you support the UKN? You fought with them for years. I think he means you fought with us for years. We gave you... Oh yeah, you fought with them for years. Yeah, exactly. Protectors at Nar fought with the UKN, and now they're just kind of like helping them, sort of. Although they didn't directly ally with them, they did try to take advantage and help them in a fight, basically. Your support was what you would call meh at best. If a numerous amount of alloys is not enough for you, we'll let your weapons do the talking. Damn. The Quenti Alliance have reclaimed their capital. The consciousness wishes to pull back into the edge of the galaxy untouched by all. Well, you can declare independence anytime you want. And then the UKN tried to ambush the Quenti League, but with fast reaction, we were able to fend them off, and is just getting even angrier. Still waiting for that L-Gate to maybe release hell on the galaxy. That's true. What are the Void doing? They should totally do that now. Now that they lost their war, they should totally do that. I meant to set that as an objective. I forgot. I meant to give them that objective to do it. So let's check. We're looking at the Void now. We should be able to see that they have the technology. You see, we can't see what's available to them. They don't look interested in it, though. They're just getting other techs that are minor buffs. Damn, they have all the insights. I don't understand why they completed getting the insights, though, then. Maybe just to always have the option. But could you imagine? Basically, armies could flood out of here behind... Oh my god, if you timed it as well. It could really save them, the Divine Mandate. Alright, let's go back to Frandoka's perspective just really quick. So the blue are Frandoka's allies. These guys with their 100k death stack are basically approaching the Divine Mandate, who is now really backing themselves into a corner. That is a bad move to go that way, because there's no way out. There's no way out of these areas apart from going forward. Let's see what kind of defenses they have. There's a 10k base there. This is their capital system. There's only a 3k defense. Not a good idea. You are now going to get absolutely annihilated, I feel. They should have tried to escape out somewhere else. They have 46,000. 100k fleet is about to bear down on about a 40k fleet. About a 50k fleet. And they're cornered galactically. Instantaneously. It's like a car crash. You can't look away. Exactly. I'm not going to look at anything else other than what's happening right here. So down the one lane they go. These guys are making maybe their only chance is to make a valiant last stand on this star base, which has a 10k, just 10k fleet strength. Now maybe I haven't looked at something else happening elsewhere. Doesn't look like it though. Where is Frandoka? Frandoka's fleets right now are not mobilized. At least half of them aren't. Oh, they're going to bomb the planet first. I guess they can wait. Why not? And the ground troops are coming to land. I don't know. They're still there. Gotta keep an eye on them. Don't think anyone's coming to save them. That I can see. We'd be looking for another kind of blue fleet around here somewhere. There's a 25k fleet up there. Like, even that might help, you know? Why are they taking so long to do it, though? It makes me think they don't know. They're moving, so it's like he's looking at it. What? They've backed off. Why? I can't believe they've been spared. What's going on? I mean, that is crazy. What is the thinking behind that? I wonder if he could have deal with him. I can't believe that the exchange has backed away and let the fleets of the consciousness and the divine mandate survive. And now they're pushing back out, as you would expect. Why? I don't understand. Okay, so we're going to look at things from Frandoka's perspective. Again, if we just check really quickly the situation log and victory, he is the guy who's winning at the moment. Mostly, I think, because his number of colonies is so extremely high. Well, that's one factor, not the entire thing. He has a huge amount of systems as well, where the exchange does not. So, gotta watch out for that. And he's still moving through here with his 100k kind of stack. Where he's going to go, I don't know. He's heading back. He is heading back. I repeat, he is heading back. He's on the warpath. I don't know why I can't hear them. He might actually engage this. They're trying to get out. Okay, they're escaping. Intense. Oh, he's going for the smaller group. Absolutely shredded. Absolutely shredded, those guys. Void Guardians send humanitarian aid to the UKN. We hope for the hostilities to end soon. This is not the greatest multiplayer game ever. Oh my god, he's just gunning down fleets. Gunning them down as they try to get away. They should have used that opportunity to get the hell out of there. They are now trapped again. And it is not looking good this time around. And I don't think these guys are going to be waiting. Or are they? Are they not going to chase again? Whoa. This is the same situation where they're not going to give chase. I have no idea what they are doing, the exchange. Why they do not push in there. It is not that built up. They would definitely win. I mean, they might take some damage, but they would definitely win. Here we are again. This standoff. I just don't understand it. Surely. Am I missing something? It's like... Oh, he actually just went up. Frandoka is actually here now with battleships. He wasn't there before. 11 battleships. So we're looking at a 50, 60, 75k fleet. Plus the base, which is 10. So 85k.
Station engaged.
And then his small corvettes with a cruiser for protection are taking some bases in the Quenti Alliance territories. Although the Quenti Alliance has a 41,000 fleet there. Jesus. So they've managed to build up their forces. So it's not so certain anymore, that's for sure. Oh, he just did a jump behind. But he's going to be weaker because of that jump. But he took the system behind them. Now, is Frandoka going to ask that they push in? I think they are going to try and push in. This is going to get pretty interesting. Obviously, using a jump, you are weaker and you can't go as fast. I don't know where these guys are trying to move to. The Frandoka's going to come through and give chase in a second. There they are. He needs to engage now while he's weak. Ballsy move indeed, jumping in behind, but I don't think it'll pay off too well. Here we go, boys. You know what? Oh my god. The battle has begun. It looks like the exchange are outmatched, at least in the balance of power bar there. Titan ship firing from the exchange. I'm actually going to slow it down. I want this to drag out. I don't want any desyncs. Oh my god, who's going to win it? I want the exchange. I want the not exchange to Finn. Oh, it looks like they have them. They have them. Led by consciousness. There we go. They defended. Wow. They pushed them back. Major blow to the exchange. Frandoka up to 91k strength. Another exchange fleet here. Maybe it was trying to get there in time, but that was a no-go. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. You shall receive a divine blessing as an exchange. Our capital is back in the right hands as the Quenti League. The Void Guardians have lost some of their scientists to a bizarre alien entity, a true horror. We might be forced to take action before more lives are lost, but right now we're too weak to do so. This is what the universe exists for. This is what the consciousness was made for. That was a beautiful thing to see. I don't know how Frandoka got there. I guess through jump drives, he jumped in and he managed to get there. But I still don't understand why the exchange left them alone. The L cluster has been accessed. Has managed to remove the lockdown from the L gate under their control. They now have full access to the distant L cluster. As an apparent side effect of this, all the other L gates in the galaxy are showing increased signs of activity as well. At the rate their self-correcting software is making adjustments, their maintenance cycle should also terminate within a matter of years. So this is the only other L gate that might now open up. Go back up to normal speed. The fact that Frandoka, everyone is still sticking in it, it's amazing. And he's coming first now. Really amazing. What a good fight that was. I wonder what's going to reside in the gate. So the L cluster has been discovered. He sent his first scientist through. Is it just nothing then if he's gone in? The big fleets come through, but it just seems like it's nothing, right? I can see in there, and there doesn't look like there's anything in there. That would be super disappointing. Damn. Damn. That would have been amazing if he opened the L gates, because then the Selenadra would have had that fleet pouring out from here. Now, they might have gone this way as well, into the Divine territory. It fits the Void story very well that they're the ones to open it. I'm very happy they did. Okay, so let's go check on Dan. It's like our mini game within a game. Oh, he's at... Oh, they're at full war exhaustion. Interesting. The exchange has hit full war exhaustion since that big battle. They were the attackers, so... Their occupation's at 2% and the defenders' occupation's at 7%, so they're actually doing better as well overall. Am I right in reading that like that? I think so. Unless it's 7% against them. I'd have to check really quickly. I mean, it looks like if we just check Frandoka, yeah, it looks like they own the more territories. Although the exchange is about to start pushing back on them. Tough war. Right, let's check on Dan. So Dan managed to take out the aliens at Ranxian. Congratulations. Hashtag proud. Should definitely get the debris there, Dan, if you know how to do that. So he did his little PvE minigame. He defeated the aliens that were around him. And he also fought 2 wars and won both of them. So fair play. He's in his 3rd war. And whether or not he'll come to the aid of his overlord or not remains to be seen. He's at war with people that he doesn't border. It would be great if he actually took this system. Because he actually gave that to Frandoka a long time ago. Still hoping that the Void can come in here and take out this thing. I mean, they still have a mission to do it. If we have a look at the situation log, go to victory. The Void would get 1,000. You know, that would put them on the 4th spot. If they could manage that. If they care about such trivial things. Darn having. So, like we said, Frandoka's got 57k if you combine it up. A little bit worried for him, though, because the exchange, they've got 70, 80, 80,000, 90. So he's pretty outmatched here. Frandoka's looking to get out of there. Sort of. He's still 1 jump away. These guys aren't giving chase to him, though. And they are more damaged. But not by much. Looks like he's getting out of there. Oh my god, is he actually going for them? Frandoka's an absolute madman. Would not expect that. He's going to jump straight into them. Surely the numbers don't add up. He's got 12 battleships, 29 corvettes, and 13 destroyers. And he's taking on like 90k, although they are damaged. What is he doing? The battleships are now getting engaged. I don't know why he did that. He obviously knew how much is in there, but he's kind of holding on. Is there more coming? A 3.7k battleship? Oh my god, he might pull it out. He might have intel that I don't and know that his ships can definitely beat what he's up against. These battleships, maybe. Oh no, he pulled out. He pulled out. Daring move, but I mean, he was looking to take on about 30 or 40,000 more than he had. Kind of crazy. He could definitely see it as well. He moved that way and then back that way back into them. Weird. I thought he was going to jump something into there last minute. That was a 3.7. Oh, that was a Titan, was it? Oh, my bad. You sure? Oh, he's in another battle right now up here. At the neck. This is again in Divine Mandate territory. Actually, it's in Salinadra territory. Used to be Divine Mandate. Back in the day. So I guess he doesn't have any Titans right now. Maybe he lost the only ones he had. I didn't think he had Titans. Or, oh yeah, he did. He did. It says 100 days until forced peace is possible, but that's only if they choose to force a peace on them. So it's only if Frandoka and the Kundians decide, you know what, we've had enough, we'll end the war. Otherwise, they can grab probably quite a lot. Alright, let's go back to Frandoka's perspective. We're looking at 164k strength from the exchange and 150 basically from Frandoka. So they're actually evening out. The strongest player is now the... Hey! Peace! Let's just slow it down to check out kind of what happened there. So that is peace. The galaxy is at peace. And that might probably be it for the final war of the game. Let's see where it ends out on the situation log. Frandoka is sitting loud and proud with 27.8k at number 1. The exchange sitting at 25.5k. No one's at war anymore. This was awesome. Once it took about an hour to finally get going, but once we got going, man, everyone was at war at some point, which is awesome to see. So cool. Even the free people. Interesting though, the free people have like a 200k fleet. And they just been chilling, man. I mean, that is like what they're supposed to do, I guess. They are a free haven, a beacon of liberty, and an idealistic foundation. They're fanatic xenophiles. They love everybody. For the big battle. No war can really take place for 10 years. So I don't know if there's going to be much left going on. Well, we've got another one. And this one is now between the Free People of Mother and the United Khandian Nation and their allies. And the Free People of Mother just did it on their own. They might be fighting to liberate a couple of these factions, which is actually one of their goals. So they have 25 minutes to do that. And it's because they're all the way down here. They've got 0 fleet. They just deleted their fleet, I guess. They're at war now, so maybe they want to build that again. Oh man, you'd be so pissed off if you're like, oh, war's done, delete fleet. And then like days later, a new war gets waged. Yeah, I guess their economy was so bad that oh my god, it's so bad. But of course, they've gotten a bunch of the systems and things back that they lost. So maybe that's what's doing it. Why is it so bad? How did it get that bad? Alright, should be interesting to see. Frandoka's thrust into another war. We've got fleets and stuff coming through already. I guess they came through this wormhole. Yeah, seems like it. This is Frandoka versus the Free People of Mother. I don't think the exchange is ever going to have time to kind of weigh in on this war. Peace has finally returned to the galaxy. The Quenti League did not get their capital back, but will not rest till our people are free. Now you accept our peace offer. When you have the advantage, shows how much you care about casualties. All you care about is your warmongering. Well, this is rich from the exchange because they're the ones that started it, didn't they? Free People of Mother just hate slavery. I mean, that's true. The Free People of Mother gave them the ultimatum of removing their slaves by a certain date, and they didn't. They believe in the free people of everyone, and they want to be the bastion of love and have all the nations come live on their planets and see them have a resort world. Everyone welcome. Did they ever get the resort world, I wonder?
Planetary invasion begun.
They're invading over here. Easy pickings for them. But yeah, let's check. Do they have resort world? I think it would say it here in this list. Oh yeah, they do. Mother's Beauty. No crime. Pretty good stability. Could do with a few more houses. Very happy pops, actually. 98%. Damn. There's only 6 pops on it. Aristocratic elite living here. It's bleak, apparently.
Planetary invasion begun.
Mother's Beauty is bleak. There it is. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go from Frandoka's perspective again, because again, he is the defender. And we can see how he's dealing with it. So what has he got? He's got a 100k fleet plus about 50,000. So 150,000 if he's all combined. And Free People of Mother have got 50,000 coming in there and 50,000 behind. Looks like they have 2 fleets that are the exact same. Or maybe pretty close. Both 48,000 in strength. The Free People have 2 Titans, right? Let's check them out. Yes. They're trying to get the hell out of there. They're at Habrak right now. He could do a jump to catch him. I would almost... They're going to the center. They're not even going to the wormhole yet. I don't think he's given the order yet. I'm expecting these to turn and try to get out. If I was Fran, I would do the jump. He's got basically 200k. You do a jump, you'll still take him out. The 2 Titans is a big factor though, and Fran doesn't have a Titan. He's taking the traditional method of travel. Fran is just taking back systems. Do it, Fran. Jump. I dare ya. Come on, Fran. You've got the fleets to do it. Surely you've got the range to do it. Do the jump. He's still sitting there at that wormhole. He hasn't gone through it yet. No, he's gone through it. Tense music built up to nothing. Sorry. have to wait. We'll play some music when we think it's going to happen again. Peace in the galaxy again, for now. So, Free People of Mother felt, I guess they wouldn't... I mean, I think he could have got him if he did that jump. So he's just retaking what he's lost right now. The Free People of Mother is losing more war exhaustion, but none of them have engaged in a big fight yet. Interestingly, the Exchange has rebuilt their fleets massively. Maybe they feel that they can jump in on this at some point. I don't know if they'll have the time to do it. There's only 15 minutes left. We have to call it after that. And then I'll be totting up the scores and stuff, and then end the stream after that. Eager to return to their studies of the Void Guardians prepared to attack the dimensional horror. Oh my god, really? Yes. I'm waiting to watch that happen. They've got a 10k and a 17k. You know what? I don't even think that's enough, to be honest. It looks like they're going to head through Frandoka's territory and get to it. I'll have to try and keep an eye on that. Mother. Now, the Free People of Mother have 180k total fleet strength, but they're all divided out in different places. It looks like they're actually... I was going to say fight there, but it doesn't look like it. They might use a gateway. They have access to gateways. And if they use the gateway, they could come down through... No, that's a wormhole. I don't think Fran has any gateways immediately in his territory, so he's alright. Alright, Fran has gone through, though. Fran is now through with his buddies, the Consciousness 55k fleet, as well as Fran's basically 150. I feel this campaign could do with another 4-hour session and a crisis. Yeah, most people can't make 4 days in a row. Next one start on 2.24. Whatever the update at the time is. We typically don't go into beta because I need to make a save file. And it can take me quite a while. I do that over like the course of a week because I just don't have that much time. So by then, yeah, exactly. It might be 2.26 or something. It'll be whatever the current version of the game is that I built the save on. Hopefully they allow us to roll back. Oh my god, Frandoka is actually at Mother. You should destroy the enigmatic cache. To get it out of there. Void Guardians are putting as much fuel in their engines as possible, hoping it'll somehow allow them to reach the heart in time before the great freeze of the universe. The Nar shall assist the Void Guardians. Still no enemy ships invading or anything. Free People of Mother, I don't know what their plan was, but it does not seem to be working out well. They've gotten invaded by a very aggressive and hostile and strong fleet. Looks like they're moving down now, though. 150k fleet strength total here. Might be moving down. There's a lot there. I don't think they really have much of a chance, but maybe. I think the Consciousness will turn the tide. Mother's devastation is at 85%. The Free People of Mother are sending their fleets back to their homeworld, their bastion. Gathering their titans. Will it be enough, though? Probably not. And meanwhile, the others are getting ready to attack the dimensional horror. Jesus, just like that. I kind of don't want to know. Oh my god, it's actually even right now for some reason. Void Guardians. They found what was coming for them through the black hole. Oh, that's it? Come on. Isn't he supposed to scream and like vaporize? God damn it. Try to make it epic. Fuck's sake. Okay, here we go. They're heading back to their home world, the free people of Mother. They launched this attack on Frandoka. Frandoka's bombing the planet. The armies successfully captured the planet. Oh my god, here we go. We're gonna have to slow it down because it's so laggy. Good luck, everybody. I'm not gonna watch the bar. I don't want to know. I just want to see who remains. Let's just see who remains. Titans are firing, man. Now that's the Titans from the free people of Mother. I don't know, it looks like the free people are taking the hits, but they're punching through. Look at this, it looks so awesome. All the lasers going everywhere, it's so cool. I love, let's see if we can just follow a ship. Follow their journey. Ignore that. Absolute chaos. And the army transports that just literally have to wait and hope that they can survive. Oh my god. It's a pretty even fight. It seems like Frandoka's Kundian remnants will just about do it. The base might be the thing that actually turns the tide a bit. Because the base is actually firing on them as well. Just subscribe because you're also campaign with Jackie. Hope you can do another one in the future. I think we do plan on doing that. Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. And there we go. Frandoka is victorious. That was the campaign. Pretty epic. Pretty epic little end to it. Awesome wars today. Didn't expect Frandoka to pull it out of the bag. It seemed like the exchange, especially not having to fight the free people, being on their own, seemed like they would do it. And they had the stronger amount, but Fran did it in the end. The Void Guardians prepared to depart into the void. Shame our people didn't have time to create their first Colossus. Due to time dilations, it was difficult to do that before the Great Freeze. GG indeed. I want to thank everyone for taking part in this, and apologies to the people who joined and either through internet or whatever reasons they couldn't make it back. It's a shame. But and a special thanks to the people who stepped in and who took over and continued the roleplay and stuff. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching it. It was great. I definitely think we should do another one of these for sure. Really good fun. And I think now with the declarations thing, things will be easier to follow. And maybe I'll try to add another layer of things to help us follow what's going on and stuff so I can catch on things as well when they happen. I rooted against Frandoka the whole time. Me too, kind of. It's because he wins all the time, a lot of the time. Sometimes he hasn't. But it's because he's always so known to be a good player with us that I'm always like, yeah, let's see him get taken down.
Situation log updated.
But he pulled it out the bag. Now, for those who want to stick around, we're going to go through the, just read it quickly, the objectives to see who managed to win. All right, so that's got to be it for the game. It's always just a little bit annoying that we have to just draw a line under the whole thing and say, yep, that's the end, without really hitting an endgame crisis or really seeing too many players die. But we did have a pretty big conclusive war at the end, which is cool, and definitely players emerged stronger than the others, which is nice to see, and it gives it a little bit of closure to the galaxy. But yeah, it's just kind of the reality that, you know, the more days we add, the more time we add, the less people sign up because they just can't make it. So unfortunately, about 12 hours is our sweet spot to get about 10 players in, or about 12 players really. So that's just where we're at the moment. But with enough support, maybe on Patreon, or just even spreading the word about these games and inviting people to our Discord, we get more people involved and we can get more people who can commit for longer amounts of time. I'd love to be able to do that. And we actually have a goal on our Patreon this month that says, hey, if we hit this amount, then we'll be able to do 2 of these sessions per month. And that might lead to continuing the same game or something like that, or starting different ones completely and just doing more, which would be cool as well. So the end of this game, obviously, because of all the objectives and stuff, we gave people extra bonus scores. So we're probably looking to know who finished where. So let's just check really quickly. Boom. So I've done it in an Excel sheet because obviously the in-game situation log score, which I've listed here, just for those who want to know what the game score was, isn't really accurate to what our objective score is. Our objectives were outside of the game. We run them ourselves. And here's basically what happened. So this is the order of players and the order of Empire names who came first, like in the order that they came first. So Frandoka came first, and the Exchange is Striker, Free People the Mother, Helion, Pangolian Advisors, the Void Guardians, Eaton is the Quenti Alliance, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that and read that okay. I know it's a little smaller on the screen. And then basically this category here was their total score. So this is the total score after we gave them their objective score and after we took away their starting score. Because some empires, such as the Exchange, started with a bigger score than some other empires, like Frandoka, for instance. So he started maybe as one of the people with the lowest amount of kind of score in the beginning, and the Exchange started with one of the highest. And then, of course, depending on what objectives they completed, or if they didn't complete any, they got more score added on. So where this actually came into effect was certain empires like the Void Guardians in-game came just slightly behind the Quenti Alliance and pretty even with the Protectors of Nar, but because they did their objectives and they followed certain amounts of them, they got bumped up to a bit of a higher position, so they ended up coming fourth. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So we can see as well that Striker had way more pops. He had 967, Frandoka had 831. Frandoka had 21 colonies, and Striker, as the Exchange, only had 12. So he had 12 colonies with nearly 1,000 pops. He played way taller than someone like Frandoka, but of course he was a corporate empire. He's kind of supposed to do that. So it's interesting to see the kind of breakdown there. And we went through a few more of these things in my Discord and who did what and, you know, what different things were achieved. Dan Suso, new player in the game, didn't come last technically. Cobain Afar, unfortunately, who we never really mentioned, got wiped out very early as the Norilga Swarm. And Dan Suso as the Workers' Republic of Arius, you know, he did okay. You know, didn't complete any objectives on day 1 or 2. Didn't do any of them. And he didn't complete any main objectives either. But he won his wars. He gained territory, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. Although his worlds were falling apart. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys can let me know if you like this kind of thing and want to do it again. Let me know in the comments. Leave a like on the video. Tell people about the series. Next time I might just bundle it all into one video. It would take longer to come out, but at least it would be all one video, and that might help it do a little bit better. And yeah, let me know your empire names or your empire thoughts. Your thoughts on empires that we could potentially use in the game next time. We've got some people starting to send me them on Discord. You can drop them in the comments. I'll be reading those as well. And yeah, we'll maybe use some ideas for the next game. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support we've had on these videos. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one.